Good day, ladies and gentlemen. The title of this discussion is The Nature of the Nigerian Business System. And we are going to have the following as our learning objectives. At the end of this interaction, you should be able to define the Nigerian business system. You should be able to explain its key characteristics. You should be able to identify what sets the Nigerian business systems apart from other business systems. You should be able to explain the historical, cultural, and political factors that have shaped the Nigerian business system. You should be able to analyze the challenges and opportunities presented by the Nigerian business system's unique features. You should also be able to evaluate the importance of understanding the nature of the Nigerian business system. And finally, you should be able to identify potential areas for investment and growth in the Nigerian economy. Having said that, we can kickstart the discussion. The first one is, let's see how we can define the Nigerian business system. We are looking at it as a complex network of businesses, government agencies, financial institutions, and other organizations that operate within the Nigerian economy. Some of the examples of the complex network of businesses that I talk about, it range from micro enterprises to large multinational corporations. For instance, our popular Dangote Group, with operations in several factors including cement, sugar, oil and gas, and so on. And of course, we also mention government agencies. We all know that government agencies try to regulate and oversee different aspects of the Nigerian business system. Some of these agencies include the Corporate Affairs Commission, the Nigerian Investment Promotion Commission, and a host of others. And the financial institutions such as banks, insurance companies, and capital market operators are also part of the complex network that we talked about. I also mentioned professional associations. Example is the Nigerian Bar Association that regulates the practice of law in Nigeria, and the Institute of Chartered Accountants that also regulates the practice of accounting profession in Nigeria. All this provide support and guide for professionals in various fields. And the final one is the non-governmental organizations, such as the popular Illuminu Foundation, which provides support and funding to entrepreneurs and small businesses in Nigeria. Now, what are the characteristics of the Nigerian business system? The first one is it has this heavy dependence on oil exports. There is diversity in its operations. It's characterized by large informal sector. There are so many small businesses that characterize this Nigerian business system. We also have a lot of government regulations coming into it. It's part of the characteristics. And there are quite a number of foreign investments. These are all characteristics of Nigerian business system. The major industries and sectors that make up the Nigerian economy includes oil and gas. In fact, it's the largest industry in Nigeria. It accounts for about 90% of the country's export earnings and a significant portion of its GDP. Agric is another sector. It is a significant sector in Nigeria that employs over 60% of the nation's labor force, and it contributes around 20% of the country's GDP. Manufacturing is another sector, and it is quite diverse with industries such as textiles, cement, food, and beverages, and also chemicals. Then we have telecommunications, which is one of the fastest growing in the world. So Nigeria is not an exemption. It has over 200 million mobile phone subscribers. Then we have the final, which is the banking and finance. It is well developed, and it includes several local and international banks operating in the industry. Now, what makes the Nigerian business system unique? What makes it unique from other business systems? One, informality. The Nigerian business system has a large informal sector, as we have mentioned earlier, that is estimated to account for over 60% of the country's GDP. The informal sector includes small-scale businesses and enterprises that operate outside the formal regulatory framework, often with limited access to credit and other resources. Then another factor which makes the Nigerian business system unique is high dependence on oil. Of course, we all know that the Nigerian economy is heavily dependent on oil, and it accounts for over 90% of the country's export earnings. This dependence on oil makes the Nigerian economy vulnerable to fluctuations in global and oil prices and exposes it to risk associated with oil price shocks. Then we also have government intervention. The Nigerian business system is characterized by significant government intervention, with the government playing an active role in the economy through policies such as import restrictions, subsidies, and preferential treatment for certain industries. Another factor which makes Nigerian business system unique is corruption. It's a major challenge in the Nigerian business system, with many businesses and government agencies engaging in corrupt practices, and that undermine the rule of law and also impede economic development. Ethnocentrism is another factor. Ethnic and regional loyalties often play a significant role in the Nigerian business system, with businesses and industries dominated by certain ethnic or regional groups. Then we also have another factor, which is entrepreneurial spirit. Despite the challenges posed by the informal sector, dependence on oil and corruption, the Nigerian business system is characterized by a strong entrepreneurial spirit, with many businesses and enterprises thriving despite limited resources, challenging business environment. So what are the historical, cultural, and political factors that makes the Nigerian business system noticeable? The first one, in the historical factor, don't forget that Nigeria was actually colonized by British, and its economy was built on the exploitation of its natural resources, particularly oil, and this has led to a heavy dependence on the oil sector. Then the challenges in the Nigerian business system. What are these challenges? Corruption, infrastructure deficit, political instability, and high number of the informal sector. These are some of the challenges. Then what are the opportunities? Despite the challenges, there are also several opportunities that also exist in the Nigerian business system. For instance, what about the large and growing market? We all know that Nigeria has a large and growing market with a population of over 200 million people, and this represents a significant opportunity for businesses that can meet the needs of the Nigerian market. Natural resources is also another opportunity. Nigeria has very rich natural resources, oil and gas, solid minerals, and so on. And that presents opportunities for businesses in the extractive industries as well as in related sectors such as transportation and logistics. Entrepreneurial spirit is also another factor. Nigeria has very strong entrepreneurial spirit, with many successful entrepreneurs operating in the country. This presents an opportunity for investors to partner with local entrepreneurs and leverage their expertise and knowledge of the Nigerian business environment. Then we have government support. It's another opportunity. Nigerian government has implemented several policies to support entrepreneurship and business development. Some of these policies include tax incentives, access to finance, and other support programs that can help businesses grow and thrive. What are the importance of understanding the nature of the Nigerian business system? The first one is in investment decision. Entrepreneurs need to have a good understanding of the Nigerian business system to make informed investment decisions. Economic development is another importance. Understanding the challenges and opportunities presented by the Nigerian business system can help policymakers and business leaders develop policies and strategies that can support economic growth and development. Then we also have business operations. Knowledge of local regulations, customs, and business practices can help businesses to navigate the Nigerian market and build strong partnerships with local suppliers and customers. Job creation is another very noticeable importance. Understanding the key sectors and industries that are driving job creation can also help policymakers and business leaders develop policies, strategies that can support job growth. Then international trade. Nigeria, of course, is a major player in the African market. And understanding the country's business system can help international businesses and investment to identify potential opportunities for trade and investment. I mean, the international businesses and investors can identify potential opportunities for trade and investment. Now, what are the potential areas for investment and growth in the Nigerian economy? Agriculture is very prominent in this. Nigeria has a large agricultural sector that is largely untapped. The sector offers opportunities for investment in crop and livestock production, processing and distribution. Manufacturing is another potential areas of investment. The Nigerian manufacturing sector has the potential to grow significantly. The sector offers opportunities for investment in food and beverage production, textiles, and consumer goods. Infrastructure is another potential area. Nigeria's infrastructure deficit is significant. Hence, the government has been making efforts to attract private sector investment in infrastructure development through public-private partnerships. Then technology is another potential area. Nigeria has a growing technology sector with a large and youthful population that is techie savvy. The sector offers opportunities for investment in software development, fintech, e-commerce, and mobile services. Real estate is also a very prominent potential areas for investment. Nigeria has a growing middle class, which is driving demand for residential and commercial properties. The real estate sector offers opportunities for investments in property development, construction, and management. Now, in conclusion, what have we done? So in this study session, you have learned the following. One, we have been able to have a comprehensive overview of the Nigerian business system while also highlighting its uniqueness. We also have a data-driven understanding of the Nigerian business system while also exploring the historical, cultural, and political factors that have shaped it. And we also have an insight into the challenges and opportunities that arise from the unique features of the Nigerian business system. For our revision, after going through the lecture and having listened to the video clip, you may have at your own time some of these questions to practice. The first one is, what are the characteristics of the Nigerian business system? Question number 2, what are the historical, cultural, and political factors that have shaped the Nigerian business system, and how have these factors influenced the strengths and weaknesses, opportunities, and challenges of the system? Question number 3, what are the advantages and challenges of the informal sector in the Nigerian business system? Question number 4, why is understanding the nature of the Nigerian business system important for investment decisions? And the final question is, what is one potential area for investment and growth in the Nigerian economy? I have this open regional resources link for you. You can at your own time go through them, for your further reading. I hope you have really enjoyed the presentation, and I hope you will take time to listen to it again, revise and revise and revise, so that you have a clearer understanding of the nature of Nigerian business system. Thank you for listening. Have a pleasant day. Bye.